How's it going, everybody? What are we talking about today, Kathy?
I'm excited to bring a Tamil film into the mix. There's a movie I'm getting a lot of requests to do, so I want to bring you guys in to take a look at it because it's going to be huge. It's called Amaran. It stars Sivakarthikeyan, and we've seen him in a bunch of stuff. We saw him in that little alien movie, that Ayalan.
Right.
And then he was also in Doctor, which was that kind of crazy comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Comedy.
Very dark comedy.
Very dark comedy. So he's been in a lot of cool stuff.
And I think this one is eventually going to come to Netflix, so that's something we can actually watch here fairly easily. But yeah, it stars Sivakarthikeyan, and it's an action war film, and he plays some military guy, some major and
military guy.
Yeah,
some military guy.
Some military guy. I don't know.
He looks pretty. Whoa. He plays it's a war picture, and so it's going to have a lot of action. And it was filmed last year. It's coming out next month in March, and it's going to be available here on Netflix. So I'm excited to check out the trailer because it looks. I see the poster here. It looks pretty badass.
He looks pretty buff, and we also. I think it translates to immortal, warrior, godly. I don't know if you mentioned that, but
I didn't. But yes,
it's you're either immortal and a warrior and godly, or you're not. That's what I'm saying.
So let's check out the trailer.
Two of them. It can't just be two of them like me.
You gotta be all three. You're not gonna be in this movie if you're not all of these things. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this is gonna be fun because in that little alien movie, he played that little cute, adorable kind of character. So it's gonna be weird to see him being all like warrior, godly, immortal. All right.
Let's check it out.
All right. Are we ready?
All right, we're ready.
And
Kamal Haasan.
Infantry soldiers India 20,000 base camp மேல இருக்கு. எதுல இல்லாம இங்க காஷ்மீர்ல சோபியான்ல நம்ம 44 RR சீட்டா கம்பெனில இருக்கீங்கன்னா you are all the chosen ones. இந்த ஆபரேஷனுக்கு எவனும் முகத்தை மூடாத. இதான் என் முகம். இந்தியன் ஆர்மியோட முகம் அங்க இருக்க உனக்கு காட்டு. டெரரிசம் யோசலே ராஷ்டிரிய ரேபிள் வந்து நெத்தி போட்லே சுடுவாண்டான்னு அலறணும். Who are we? What the who are we?
Okay, there's a lot of languages in that. There's a lot of title translations, so it looks like it's going to try and make it a pan-India. Going to have a ton of languages released at the same time. Always good. He yelled a lot in that.
Looks pretty brutal.
It does look really brutal. It looks
I wonder
really
if is it a comedy or a musical as well? Or
I don't know if they're going to have any songs in this one. It doesn't seem like it. I don't know.
It is Kathy.
Honestly, I expected just any second there was going to be the dance sequence or something.
It feels a little bit more serious, like it looks wartime violence versus sort of the hyper violent stuff that we see in some of these other films. But it is going to be released, shot in Tamil, but Telugu, Hindi, Kannada, and Malayalam languages. So it's going to be in 5 languages. I
like how it showed the logo changing languages in the same style on that trailer. That was cool looking.
No, it looks pretty brutal, and it looks like. I mean, it's as hard as it is to watch things like that. It looks very like what's going on in the world right now with people fighting and people having that kind of religious, we are the chosen ones kind of thing. That's always kind of scary to hear, when you get people riled up for a war. If you can convince them into thinking that the enemy is not God's favorite or whatever, then it just, I don't know. It had a lot of brutality in it to me. It looks very bloody and
really sad.
Old and sad.
This rifle corps, and they're like, we're the biggest badass and we're going to scare everybody.
Show your face. Yeah.
Show your face. We are the ones that are coming to get you. And, with grenades and machine guns and bombs and all this kind of stuff. So
you got this actor showing some range. And he was similar in Doctor, even though it was technically a comedy, he was still kind of, he looked really, slick and badass. But in the comedy, alien comedy, he was cute. But in this, full on badass. Yeah. Lots of yelling, lots of pontificating. And also, so this was released on this actor's birthday. This teaser. It's a teaser. There's a lot of information for a teaser trailer. Also.
Yeah, it looks more than a teaser to me.
So his birthday, Sivakarthikeyan's birthday is on February 17th. Kamal Haasan released this. He's the one producing this movie. He's awesome. He's an incredible actor. So he's in the production game also. So he's the one putting out this movie. So we have some posters. Also, let's take a look at some posters.
Yeah.
We have, I'd say posters, but there's poster. There are a bunch of different posters in different languages, but it's the same poster. So we're definitely see happy birthday, SK.
Yep.
Happy birthday. I know it's like happy birthday. He's got this big old rifle. And is there there's nothing. I thought maybe the shadow, there was a body, but it
seems kind of ominous. Like, if that above his the stance that his character is taking there with the rifle, and above it says happy birthday. It has this kind of ominous connotation, like I'm here to celebrate.
Happy birthday. And if you don't say happy birthday, I'm going to kill you. That's what it looks like. The messages for that. But I got a lot of requests for this. I can see why. It looks super slick. It looks very patriotic. I don't know a lot about the politics involved in this movie. Maybe you guys can give us some information on the background, if this is based on a true story, or maybe it's inspired by. Let us know in the comments, because I love hearing the history about all these movies. And
enlighten us on that, because they did mention Kashmir, so I know there's a lot of stuff that goes on in that part of the world. So I'm sure it has something to do with that. Past films we've talked about dealt with that uprising. So let us know. Educate us on what's going on. What is the backstory of this military exercise, this war? It'd be great.
And how do you feel? I mean, does anybody else kind of feel the way I do right now with things the way they are in the world? That I don't know if I really want to see a movie about a realistic present day war. That's sort of glorifying the military, the soldier, warrior kind of thing. I'm like, I look at that and I want to look away from it, because there's too much of that in reality right now.
But I think if they're on the right side of things, trying to take out the people who are doing terrible things, and it's about the righteous. I mean, I'm sure they all feel like they're righteous, but this is about people who are killing children and putting bombs on buses or whatever. I'm all for them taking those guys out.
Right.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, it depends what it is. What are they fighting for? I think is the key thing.
True enough. Yeah.
But certainly it's what happens in the real world, and that's not an easy thing to watch. And
it doesn't look any less pleasant than Civil War. That other movie just
exactly. Really it's along the same line.
Worse. That's way worse.
Way worse for us anyway. Oh God, I know, terrifying.
But anyway, it's coming out soon, and looking forward to seeing what it's all about on Netflix. Okay, everybody, take care.
Bye.
See ya.